So here is the setup. It is slightly different than what you saw before. Because I've really brought the cam down so that you can get a really good view of what's going on. I have set up the Tiny Epic Galaxy. I am playing black. You can see that I have started with 2 energy, 1 culture, 2 ships. The ships are at 4 and 6, and you can see that my marker is at the 0 position here, my civilization marker. The rogue gallery, the rogue player, who is playing yellow today, has all 4 ships ready to go. He starts at 0 energy and 0 culture, and his galaxy marker is set at 0 as well. The major difference is that there are different actions that he will take, and we'll explain that as we play the game. But instead of taking a planet upgrade action or a planet action, which is the domed action that we see as we explained the last time, there it is there, he will take one of these actions depending on the turn or where he is or where they are in the game itself. So slightly different, but if I roll that action, he will take this action. And that action for this one is rogue requires a energy and a culture. In our case here, it's you lose a energy. So he will be attacking us. And also, you can see his dice are slightly different. He starts with 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, where I start with 4 dice. And those are the major differences. Now you can see there's the activation here, and then there's the 2 planets, and we have 4 planets on the go, and we have Nerebu, Gior, La Torres, and Terra Betia. And those are our starting planets. And I'm going to explain how this game goes as we go along, but that is the setup. You can see I am using a very small footprint. I'm using about 18 inches by about 12 inches here. So this fits in a very, very small space. This is why I really like this game, especially when you're traveling. Oh, I'm crinkling here because I'm cleaning up over on the other side. This makes an excellent travel game because you can play it solo and you can play it in this really just a 12 by 9 or 10 space, which is kind of nice. Now, normally you wouldn't set it up cramped like this, but you could conceivably do that. Anyway, we are ready to go. I go first. So I am going to use the box lid. As you can see, it has the handy dice tray. Or in this way, I should go dice tray. I get 4 dice because I am in the first sieve spot, which is 4 dice. And we're going to just roll our dice. And off we go. You can see what I have, which is culture, and so there is absolutely nothing here. As you know, I get a free dice roll. I'm rolling everything. So now we have that rocket ship, we have a culture, we have a diplomacy, and a upgrade. So what do we have here? We have diplomacy and culture. That would be our best bet, diplomacy and culture. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my rocket ship. Off we go. Blast off! And we're going to land here. We'll just put that there so you can see it a little better. And then I am going to use my culture so that I can go up 1. That way I can get some follow actions. Then I am going to use my improve planet or planet colony action, and I'm actually going to spend my 2 energy to put myself up to the next level so I can get 5 dice. And then I'm going to use my diplomacy to move 1 space on the track ever closer to the planet. Now the AI plays a little bit differently. He plays 1 dice at a time, and if you can't use it, he re-rolls it once. If you can't re-roll it, then he can't use it. So we're going to start with this dice, and he has an energy. He has no planets on an energy planet, so he will re-roll another energy. So that is gone. He has a culture. Again, no culture. And this is for a colony action to go up on a colony planet such as there. That's an economy. You cannot use it. 2. There is a colony action. Now this is an attack. So what that means is if we look at, I'm just trying to show you the dice. So the AI, this is usually a colony action. In this case, it is an attack action. Lose 1 energy. I have no energy to lose, which is great. I have a follow action, but no. I just wanted to check the rules. If the AI can't use the dice, you cannot do a follow-along action. So we're going to roll, and he has rolled another economy action, which he can't use, and he rolls a planet action. I would lose another energy. Unfortunately, I don't have another energy to lose. Another colony action, or an attack action, and a culture action. So he has had no luck this turn, which is kind of good for me. So, we are now going to roll the dice. We have 2 energies, which I can't use, 2 diplomacies, which I can use, and I did not roll. I should have a 5th dice somewhere. Oh, there it is. And a 5th dice is another rocket ship. So what I'm going to do, and we have what we do, so I'm going to blast off. So I've gotten very, very lucky into space. And I'm going to use my 2 energy actions, so I can get 2 energy. 1, 2. And I have 2 diplomacy actions, both on 7 planets, which would... Enemies, that's not useful because it says enemies must pay 2 per follow this action. There is really no follow actions for the AI. Other players advance 1 ship plus 2, you advance plus 2. So I'm going to go up 2 onto this planet. And that takes care of all 5 of my dice. Hopefully we can do the AI... Well, hopefully the AI doesn't do better at all, actually. Not that I want to be a negative Nelly to the AI, but, you know, hey. The AI rolls the dice. Energy. He cannot use it because he has no ships. He has a ship action. The rules state that he will go to the first planet. Zoom. I can have a follow action, but I have no ships at this point, so I can't follow. Next up, he rolls again. He rolls a culture. He has no culture planets yet. Sorry, he has no planets that can generate culture for him. He has an economy planet. That's there. That dice is not used at all. He rolled 2 dice. Another economy. A culture planet, which he doesn't have. There's 2. There we go. He can use this dice to attack me. I lose 1 energy. Now, I could do a follow action, but I really don't have enough. And another follow action, the same thing, 2 energy. So this is one of the main disadvantages of the human player, is that I'm going to be energy starved until he gets past this first place. And the way he gets that is moving up on the track with the energy, and then this will go up. So as energy gets up to the 5th spot, then he will move to the next level. Keeping in mind that if the culture goes up, he will get an extra 3 dice. So now it is my turn. I roll the dice. What do we have here? We have a rocket ship, which I can't really use at this point, though I don't want to use it at this point. So we can generate energy. There is a planet that generates energy. Yay. So we've used that dice. Here's one that generates culture. Yay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the colony action to spend 3 culture to move this up again so I can get another spaceship. There was method in my madness. I'm going to now spend the rocket ship to blast off into space. And we're going to go here just for the economy action. And then we're going to roll this for free, the last dice, which is a culture dice. You can see I have 2 planets. I actually can go up 2 on the culture scale. That is all 5 of my dice. and all 3 of my ships are out there. So far, we're doing pretty good. Last time I think I played this solo, I lost. Again, 1 dice at a time. He's going to go up on an economy planet. He does not. He will roll again. Another economy. Gone. Another economy. Are these dice weighted? Oh, there he is. An energy. Yellow goes up on the energy track. You can see he is right there. He will go up on the energy track. I do have culture, but it's not really worth going that way, especially if I want to lose it. He has a culture. He does not have a culture. He will roll again. He has another energy. Not good. There we go. Sorry, the energy goes here. I got excited. He's going to roll again. We have a planet. I am going to lose my one and only energy. I can't follow. And he's going to gain another energy. That is it for his turn. My turn. We really want to get some action here. Let's go here. We have 3 diplomacy. Well, in this case, I'm going to try to get this away. 1, 2, 3. I have a culture, which I will use. And an energy. Sure, if maybe I'll get lucky. There we go. And that takes care of all 5 right now. We are about, you can see how quickly these turns go. Very, very fast. He has a diplomacy. Well, he only has 1 on there, so he's starting to move up the track. We're going to try to steal that away from him. I could actually, so I can do a follow action. So in order to do a follow action, I have to spend a culture. Now that I've spent a culture, I can actually do that action, which means I can take this planet. So I have now taken this planet. Yellow gets his ship back. I get this planet. My ship goes back to my area. I have Terra Betia. Other players advance a ship +1, then you advance a ship +2. And I'm just going to put that off to the side here. I'm going to just turn the light off a little bit so you can. There we go. So you can see it just a little bit better. Believe it or not, folks, the Brio, which is the camcorder that I use, is a great low light camcorder. Anyway, next up, do we have another? Oh, we have 2 more diplomacy. Oh, it's actually the AI's turn. The AI gets a economy which he can't use, and an energy which he can't use. He's really stymied here. Oh, and I have to actually put another planet out here. He rolls an energy he can't use and a culture he can't use. So he's not really doing very well at the moment. Culture, electric, a attack on me, which means I lose my 1 energy. And I don't have enough to do a follow energy. He is kind of... That is the end of his turn with his 5 dice. He really didn't do much. Ah! But I have no energy and 2 culture. Whoa. I am losing everything everywhere. There we go. My turn. We have an energy, a culture, 2 upgrades, and a culture. We may actually be able to we may actually be able to upgrade my to 6 dice at this point. So let's start with a culture. We actually have 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to take another culture, 1, 2. Then I'm going to do an upgrade action. Now it's going to cost me 4 to get to the next spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am now going to roll 6 dice next turn, which is going to give me a great advantage. I have an energy which I can't use and another culture action I can't use. I'm going to re-roll these. Another culture action and another colony action I can't use, but I can use the culture action certainly. And that is the end of my turn. We are now back to the AI turn. Actually, I could have actually triggered that, actually. However, whoops, they do not roll all the dice. They roll one dice at a time. Okay, here we go. Energy he cannot use. He really needs to get a rocket ship. No. A rocket ship. He blasts off to this small planet right over here. He's a culture planet. That's an economy planet. Can't use it. An economy action. I don't have any, he can't use that. So there we go. We're going to do this. Another one. So he rolls. Another one. And I don't have any energy. But he is on the board for another planet. I have 7 points at this. I'm looking for 21 points. We do not use secret missions in this game. So we have 1, 2, 3 economy, 1 culture, and a colony action. So I am going to use 1 or 2 of my economy actions to move the ship up. He comes back. I have gained another point. Acquire 1 energy, which would probably be very handy to have. And we're just going to put that under here so you can see it. We have an economy action. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that. Sorry. Oh, wrong. Zip. Let's not do cheat, folks. So I have... Yeah, I'm right. 2 economy actions. Yes, that's right. I don't know what I was thinking of this planet for some reason. Okay, so this guy is going to go under. That's right. I am not yellow. There we go. I will have to edit all that out. As you can see, I got confused. I'm actually looking over here. We have 3 economies. 1, 2, 3. We have 1 culture action, so I'm going to get 1, 2. And actually, I could have rolled a 6 dice. So actually, we'll roll our 6 dice here, which is another economy, which we'll use. We can go up. This would be a waste because I have 2 economy, but what I can use is a colony action to upgrade to the next, which would cost 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would give me the last of my rocket ships. And then I finally take this action for 2 more. 1, 2. So you can see I am rocking this game right now. Once I'm over the confusion of that I am not playing yellow. And so we're going to go to he takes a colony action. I would use energy. So he can't do that action. So he's going to move on. He does a rocket ship. His next rocket ship takes off to the next planet. So now we're starting to see some movement here in our AI. He has an economy planet. He does. Up we go. I got some culture. I too will follow along and take the economy, the movement there. He will roll his dice. He has another economy. He moves up. So wrong. Roll. He moves up. He now flies back and takes this planet. We are now 7 to 1. I too will do a follow action and take this planet. My ship takes off, and I now have 14 points to his 1 point. Now I am playing on the easy level. There we are. Oh yeah, that's right. That was 3. He's going to roll the dice again. He has another economy, which he does not have. He's going to roll again. He's going to look for culture. He's going to move. Does he have? Yes, he does. He's got a culture. He gets to move up on the culture. I'm not going to do that. And he takes an energy. Does he have an energy planet? He does not. He's going to roll again. He has a culture planet. He's going to move up there, and there. That is the end of his turn. So he is starting to move. I can roll 6 dice now. I have 4 rocket ships. So I have a rocket ship. So we're going to take the first rocket ship and blast off. And we're going to go here. We're going to take the next rocket ship and blast off. We're going to go not where the AI is. We have a diplomacy planet. We're going to go right here. And we're going to move up 1 on this track. We have energy. We are on 2 energy planets. So we're actually going to have 2 energy. 1, 2. We have 1 culture, which I'll take. Good for follow actions. And a colony action. I could take a colony action, which says set 1 inactive dice, but I don't have an inactive dice at this point. So I am going to re-roll. Well, I could. Other players advance a ship +1, then you advance +2. So we're going to do this one right here. So he has 1 ship. He's going to do +1. I'm going to move it up +2. 1, 2. And that takes care of my actions. We are back to the AI. He is going to roll 1 at a time. He's got some more choices now. And he rolls a diplomacy action, which he is going to go up. And I am not going to follow that action, though I probably should if I want. Actually, I will follow that action. I am going to spend a culture to follow that action right there. He has an energy action. He doesn't have any energy planet, so he's going to do that. He has an economy action. He can't use it. He's going to roll a dice. He has a planet action. He's going to take away 1 of my energies. Boo. He's going to roll a dice again. He's going to take a rocket ship action, and he's going to blast off into space, and he starts in the left. So he's actually in the same spot I am, right there. And lastly, he rolls a diplomacy. He takes another planet, blasts off. Shroom. He now has 3 points to my 14 points. I also have a diplomacy action, so basically I'm going to spend my last culture to move up here, take this planet, and that is 21 points. As you can see how quick that went, he did not do very well. The AI did not do very well. I've had times where the AI has just gone crazy and zoomed me. But I am playing on a very easy level. There are harder. But I just wanted to show you how solo games work in terms of the filler and gateway space. And I wanted to show you Tiny Epic Galaxies because we already did Tiny Epic Galaxies in terms of the gateway and filler in a multiplayer setting and taught you how to play it there. So here we quickly went over this in terms of that space. I do hope you enjoyed this simple, quick playthrough. It took less than 20 minutes to play. This is the perfect game. Let's have some quick final thoughts. As we continue down our adventure of filler and gateway games, I thought to bring a Tiny Epic Galaxies to you. We covered Tiny Epic Galaxies a couple of weeks ago in the gateway filler as a multiplayer game, but I wanted to show you how it worked as a solo game. This is a really good solo game. It's quick to play. It took less than 20. It will take less than about 20 to 30 minutes to play. It's a small footprint on the table, perfect for traveling. So if you're traveling like I do, I mean, I go on cruises all the time. Well, at least I used to go on cruises all the time. This is a game that comes with me regularly when I travel because of the footprint of this game. And it's also a really good gateway game into other games. So this game could lead you very nicely into a game such as Red Cathedral, where we're talking about dice manipulations. And Red Cathedral is an excellent game, and I had covered that in a previous video. But this Tiny Epics is amazing. It is part of Game Win Games series, and there's like 5, 6, 7 games in this series. All of them range from sort of gateway to medium. The next game that's come up is Tiny Epic Dungeons, which I've already backed. All in all, I think that if you want a good gateway filler and you're looking to fill both multiplayer and solo, Tiny Epic Galaxies will fill that niche for you as a filler and a gateway and a great travel game. So if you like what you saw today, hit like, subscribe if you want to see more of what you're seeing, and hit the notifications when bells come up. Don't forget that on Tuesdays I do coffee and Kickstarters. This week we're going to talk a little about solo gaming and what does solo versus solitaire mean. I think I've come up with a definitive answer here. We're going to check back and tomorrow and check back Tuesday on June 29th. I think the date is, what's today? 28th. So today is the 28th, so check back tomorrow on the 29th, or check back on June 29th's Kickstarter, depending on when you view this, and take a look at what I determine the difference between solo and solitaire is. Thanks very much for being here. Great audience. Going to get this out for you. Have a great day. We are having a heat wave here in Yellowknife, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time in my studio because it is hotter than Hades in here. So I'm probably going to spend a day in front of the computer and resting. I'm just recovering from surgery. So thanks very much for being here. And come back again real soon. And say hi in the comments, please. I do hang around on Board Game Revolution and BG for One, Solo Board Games, Solo Boards Gaming, and a few other websites. So please say hi if you see me. Thanks very much, folks. We'll see you next time.